I want to quickly talk to you about CDGCommerce, and this is about credit card processing. And the question is this payment provider actually right for your business? So here's a presentation I want you to pay attention to. So first of all, let's define what CDGCommerce is. So CDGCommerce actually it's a family-owned business, and they cater to all kinds of merchants, high-risk merchants, low-risk merchants, and medium-risk merchants. Not a problem. Okay, they have locations in Virginia and California, so this is really good. And the cool thing about CDGCommerce is that they're really fast in terms of onboarding, and their processing rates are pretty interesting. So when you think about CDGCommerce, I want you to think about a provider that offers full service merchant accounts. They do accept some high risk industries, and you also have month to month billing with no long term contract. So there's no sort of you're not tied into an annual contract or a quarterly contract or whatever. No. And basically, if you were to actually exit the agreement, not a problem. They're not going to slap on you a very huge ETF, early termination fee. So what are the pros and cons of CDGCommerce here? Let's first start with the pros. So the processing rate plans are fully disclosed, so we love that. We love the transparency that comes with the CDGCommerce. I'll speak about pricing later on. And you have a free payment gateway and virtual terminal. You have no account setup or application fees, so this is kind of cool. You have excellent customer support and service. You have a monthly memberships, so you have no contracts. This is really good. You have multiple pricing tiers to actually match sales volume, so this is really good. You have direct integration to with P.O.S systems, and you have free recurring billing management. So those are the pros. What about the cons? It's only available to US-based merchants, so if you are overseas, you can't really avail yourself of CDGCommerce's offer. And they do charge an insurance fee for their free card reader, and the best membership rates require 12 months advance payments, and invoicing feature is an add-on. Okay, now when should you use CDGCommerce? Well, if you need merchant services for a restaurant or a retail, if your business sells high-ticket items, and if your business is a B2B or a wholesaler, you will love a CDGCommerce. When should you use an alternative? In our view, if you're a new business, occasional seller, or low-volume merchant looking for a free merchant account, use another player. And if you're a low-volume business looking for a POS system, consider another player such as Square or PayPal, for instance. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Now let's talk about the value added here. So what can CDGCommerce do for you? Now, CDGCommerce offers a swipe, online, and mobile payment processing options. As a client, you'll be eligible for a payment gateway program. So this is really good. A merchant portal and tools for security and reporting. So we love that a lot. And they also offer a one-step approach to PCI compliance. So let's talk about swipe. So if you're starting from scratch, CDGCommerce offers a very simplified approach to your card swiping needs. The benefit is that you get free PCI compliant equipment. This is about $79 annual service fee applies though, as part of the company's terminal placement program. And the company promises the following features. So you have free replacement in the event of breakage. You have Apple Pay compatibility. You have fast transaction processing via dial-up or Ethernet. You have built-in PIN pad for debit. You have EMV smart card compatibility. You have Google Wallet compatibility. You have NFC, Visa PayWave, MasterCard Pay Pass, Discover Zip compatibility. You have easy drop-in loading for thermal receipt rolls. So this is really cool. You also have wireless terminals that are available, but those are subject to additional fees. So it's important to really know that. And you also have, you have also online capabilities here. So CDGCommerce offers a Quantum Gateway free of charge with no monthly fee and no per transaction fee. So Quantum Gateway is actually compatible with most shopping carts and billing applications and has an authorized .NET emulator for integration. So this is kind of cool. So the Quantum Gateway features advanced fraud protection. You have recurring billing. You have tokenized payments. You have hosted payment page. You have authorized .NET emulator. You have developer APIs, and you have electronic check acceptance. So this is kind of cool. In terms of mobile, you have for mobile processing, CDGCommerce will give you a free card reader and the Process Now app. The card reader is not really specified, but will be compatible with iPhones, iPads, and Android devices. And the Process Now app offers the following features. You have single screen payment entry, automatic tip calculation, emailed receipts, bank level security, inventory management, Bluetooth printer capability, and you have fast transaction processing. So this is really cool. And in terms of reporting, if you are able to have a detailed reports on transactions and batches, analytics to track sales trends. So this is really cool. You have risk management to reduce fraud and manage chargebacks. You have automated alters to be notified of suspicious activity or account changes. You have QuickBooks compatibility too. So this is really good. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about CDGCommerce. This is a CDGCommerce credit card processing review. Let's talk about the features that you really need to really pay attention to if you're thinking about CDG Commerce. I want to focus specifically on security features. Okay, so you have, they do have the company boasts a proprietary fraud protection system to help protect you from fraudulent activity. So features there include high risk order detection. You have dial verify phone order verification. You have cardholder authentication. You have chargeback defender, and you have FDIC security. So this is really, really cool. Let's really drill a little down so we know exactly what's happening here. So when we talk about high risk order detection, MaxMind integration uses a database of known fraud to help identify high risk transactions and alert you to review them. You have dial verify phone order verification. So here you can add a 20-30 second automated phone verification to your checkout process to reduce fraudulent orders. This is really cool. You have cardholder authentication. So here you are able to utilize verified by Visa and MasterCard secure code for added protection and security for online orders. You also have a chargeback defender. So you receive an email notification of chargebacks to take action. And you also have FDIC security. So only FDIC insured banks handle your money. So this is kind of cool. And the cool thing overall is that CDG Commerce has a security package called the CDG 360 that you can opt into for an additional fee. So the bundle includes 100,000 breach protection plan. You have staff security awareness training. You have vulnerability scanning, customized security alerts. You have certified merchant trust seal, and you have an SAQ wizard. So it's one of those things where you got to really see what really works for you. But the bottom line here is what? CDG Commerce also provides how-to PCI compliance information in the one-step PCI compliance section of its website. So you can see that CDG Commerce really adds value to your business in terms of security. So this is kind of very, very important. Let's talk about the products and services that you would enjoy if you were to go with CDG Commerce. Now, the thing is that the company's line of products and services covers all the bases, but it's particularly focused on e-commerce and small to mid-sized businesses, brick and mortar businesses. So CDG Commerce offers the following. So they have credit card processing. So here we're speaking about what? Merchant accounts. We have a high-risk payment processing. We have credit card terminals. We have mobile payments. This is kind of important. And so you also have chargeback protection features. So this is kind of cool. And so when we talk about credit card processing, we really talk about in terms of credit card terminals, for instance, you have the Deja Vu Z11 terminal. And this is one thing I really want to say is that the terminal is not really free per se, but it really gives you the ability to understand some of the things that you need to do to actually get to the level where you need to get your business at. And this is kind of important. And so the cool thing is that they have high risk businesses also. And it's one of those things where they're constantly trying to really improve their offer. So one thing I want to say here is that you have to look at what really works for your specific sort of industry, your specific sort of operation to see the pros and cons for each solution. So in terms of CDG Commerce payment gateways, you have a payment gateway, you have Authorize.net. Of course, you have CDG's own proprietary quantum gateway. And so I think I've spoken earlier about that quantum gateway. And this is kind of cool. And one thing I want to say here also is that you have to understand that you always have the possibility to either go with the quantum gateway, the proprietary sort of quantum gateway. You can go with Authorize.net, or you can just go for a virtual terminal. Everything depends upon the configuration that your business has. And it's one of those things where you have to constantly see what works for you. And remember that all accounts come with free virtual terminal access, allowing you to process transactions from any internet connected computer instead of a traditional credit card terminal. And the cool thing here is that you can actually key in transactions manually or swipe. You can swipe them with an optional card reader. And virtual terminal features are usually built into the payment gateway of your choice. And this is kind of cool. You have a recurring billing also. This is totally great. And you also have the security service that I spoke about earlier. So you also have a CDGCommerce point of sale systems and software. And what happens here is that you have an integrated P.O.S. system. So, and that's called P.O.S. And it's P.O.S. Cloud P.O.S. And this is actually an integrated payments and customer relationship management system that can be accessed from any smartphone, tablet, laptop, or desktop computer. And the cool thing is that P.O.S. integrates with your countertop terminal, mobile card reader, or e-commerce website to provide a host of features for monitoring your business. So this is kind of cool. So when you think about this, this is really good. You also have other POS options though. You have Vital POS, you have the Eco POS system from Harbor Touch. So this is really good. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about CDGCommerce. This is the CDGCommerce credit card processing review. Let's talk about pricing here. So I want you to look on the screen right now. So when you think about CDGCommerce, you have price transparency, and this is important. When we talk about price transparency, we're speaking about a constellation of things here. So the first thing is that you can see that you have online interchange plus. That's 0.30% plus 15 cents per transaction. And you have retail interchange plus, you have 0.25% plus $10 cents per transaction. And the nonprofit interchange plus, you have 0.20% plus 10 cents per transaction. So this level of transparency is actually unparalleled in the industry. Okay. So CDGCommerce differs from most traditional providers in that it fully discloses its pricing on its website. Everything you need to know is available via a pricing tab, which is prominently displayed in the top menu. As you can see on the screen, you will want to take a close look at the information presented there because the company offers a variety of rates and pricing plans for different types of businesses. And so the cool thing is that CDGCommerce offers a choice between 3 pricing plans depending on your monthly processing volume. And the cool thing is that, and again, we love the transparency here. And the one thing I want to say here is that you have to see what really works for you. And you can go with a simple one rate pricing plan. And I mean, the CDG plan is kind of similar to what Square offers and is ideal for very small or seasonal businesses. It works best for small businesses processing between $1,000 and $10,000 per month. Your flat rate processing rates could not be easier to understand. So this is really cool. So you have a 2.75% plus 30 cents per transaction for swiped or EMV card present transactions. You also have 2.75% plus 30 cents per transaction for mobile card present transactions. A 0.15% surcharge also applies to keyed-in transactions. So what I want to say here is that you have to also look at if you have card not present transactions, you always have to account for 2.90% plus 30 cents per transaction. So the possibilities are there if you want to really think about it. The possibilities are there. And what I want to say here is that there is actually an additional 0.25% surcharge for all American Express transactions, and ACH debit transactions cost a flat 0.75% plus 15 cents per transaction. Okay. And the one thing I want to say here is that the pricing plan has no monthly account fee, making it very attractive to small businesses that might otherwise be tempted to sign up with Square. And the thing is that unlike Square, though, with CDGCommerce, you will receive a true merchant account with a unique merchant ID number and robust customer service and support. So this is really cool. Let me talk to you about the extras here. So when you think about CDGCommerce, what are the extras you can really expect? First of all, you need to understand, let's talk about the equipment here. If you don't already own equipment or are looking to upgrade, CDGCommerce limits you to the option they are currently providing. So this is what it is. And in terms of customer service, they have customer service all year long, 24/7, 365. They have a call center along with live chat and email options targeted at all, like they really give you all answers that you need to have. Okay. And in terms of availability, it's all about what you really ask for. You always have the option to ask for information. You can ask customer service, or you can do things like DIY. That's totally fine. In terms of the possibilities they have here, remember they always have their published tier rates revolve around swipe, online, and mobile. Okay, it's all about what really works for you. And in terms of review and reputation, the company is pretty well reviewed. We love that a lot, and we love the fact that they are basically. They are great customer service, and they'll always get back to you. Their UX and UI is fantastic, and the onboarding is pretty great also. So this is really, really great. So you have the ability. Remember what I told you earlier. You got to really, first of all, analyze your transactional volume to see if how much you expect to process every single month before going with CDGCommerce. Okay, but if you're looking for a free piece of equipment, CDGCommerce might not be the proper provider for you. There are other providers out there, for example, Square. And if you're also looking for some kind of flexibility in terms of high risk versus low risk, CDGCommerce might not be the best player for you. And the same applies if you have a bad personal credit, or bad business credit. You also need to have you might be thinking about an alternative here. So it's one of those things where you have to see exactly what works for you, what works for your industry to actually qualify. Okay, so this is really important. And one thing I want to say here is that you also need to remember that the non-qualified transaction rate is a little higher. You have 2.90% plus 30 cents. Okay, non-qualified transactions include keyed sales, international cards, and premium cards. So what is our verdict here? So when you think about CDGCommerce here, is it really worth it? Yes, definitely. Is it safe? Yes. Is it legit? Yes. So our answers to all those three questions are yes, yes, yes. It is legit. It is worth it. It is definitely a safe company. So CDGCommerce is a merchant account provider that offers features and pricing that fit well with the needs of small businesses, including true month-to-month billing with no long-term contracts for all its merchants. So we love that a lot. And so they offer 3 separate pricing plans that are designed really to give you the best value based on the size of your business and your average monthly processing volume. So the flexibility is there. That's why we are actually recommending CDGCommerce, because of the flexibility. So flat rate pricing is available for very small or seasonal businesses, while Interchange Plus pricing is offered to medium-sized businesses. Now, larger enterprises can choose one of 4 membership pricing plans depending on their monthly processing volume. Okay, so this is important. And one thing I want to say here is that whether CDG is great for your business or not depends on a series of things, and it depends exactly what kind of configuration you're looking for. So for a small business looking to accept credit cards with a full service merchant account rather than relying on Square, CDGCommerce is one of the best and most affordable choices you can make. If your business doesn't need any specialized optional features, you can have a true merchant account with pay-as-you-go pricing and no monthly account fee. Also, e-commerce merchants who usually have to shell out extra just to connect their website to a payment gateway can enjoy a free gateway and Interchange Plus pricing for as little as $19 per month. So this is kind of cool. And so we also love the fact that CDGCommerce can actually supply credit card terminals. This is really great. So countertop terminals are provided for free, 1 per account, of course. And all you have to pay is a reasonable annual fee to insure and maintain them. So this is really fantastic. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Let's do a quick recap here. So into this conversation, I'll give you a CDGCommerce review, and I'll give you a presentation, the value added, the features, the products and services, the pricing, the extras, and now the verdict. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.